oak tree shadows fall along. By the cracked old porch where you sang that song, memories whisper through the grass so high, tale of a love neath the boundless sky. Your scarf still dances on the line, haunted by the winds of old lang syne. Love hides in every sunset's glow, in the dusty trails where the lost ones go. It lingers where the quiet rivers wend. In my heart your echo I find, though these boots may roam through lonesome miles. Love hides in the whisper of your smile. We carved our names on the old town gate, promises made but sealed too late. The cabin empty, the fire cold, in the shadows our story told, where laughter filled the evening air, now just echoes of a ghostly pair. Love hides in every sunset's glow, in the dusty trails where the lost ones go. It lingers where the quiet rivers wend. In my heart your echo I find, though these boots may roam through lonesome miles. Love hides in the whisper of your smile. So I ride this path beneath the moon's pale light, searching in the stars for what was once so bright. The saddle's worn, the reins are slack, carrying dreams I can't bring back. Yes, love hides where the cold winds blow, on gravel roads where wildflowers grow. It's buried deep where we once lay, in the dusk of dreams that fade away. My heart keeps riding, but now I know love hides where I can never go. In the shadow of the oak where the wild rivers bank, I first saw her smile by the old cabin plank. As soft as the breeze in her faded blue dress, under that sky I swore I'd never confess. How the scarves in her hair danced a sweet silent song, on a porch where my heart's been lost for so long. Graves sang my joys beneath that cold dusty ground, where our laughter once lived, but it don't make a sound. The stars overhead, they watched as I cried, lost in the winds where my solace has died. Years rolled like thunder through towns built on sand. She drifted away like the dust through my hand. The oak tree's still standing, but the cabin fell through, just like the dreams that I built around you. Gravel roads wind away, but they don't lead me back to the time when my soul wasn't cloaked in this black. Graves sank my joys beneath the cold dusty ground, where our laughter once lived, but it don't make a sound. The stars overhead, they watched as I cried, lost in the range where my solace has died. Now the saddle's worn thin but fade, like the memories of kisses under the oak's gentle shade. Maybe pain's just a guess that's overstayed. It's not, but her echo in the valley keeps on riding my plight. Grave sang my joys, but her whisper finds the breeze. In the twilight of the prairie, she still comforts and teases. So wander these lands, a shadow set free, beneath wide open skies that she's no longer here to see. Yet grave sang my heart, deeper love's never tired. In the wild whispered west, where our past keeps admired.
In the dawn's gray whisper, by the oak tree stand, I recall her laughter, scattered like sand. And cold morning on the porch, steam rose like prayers, her scarf in the breeze, dancing away my cares. Oh, that cold morning when she walked away, left her shadow in my door and my skies turned gray. Every creaking board and whispering wind, echoes of the love that danced on the skin. Years fell like leaves to the ground they lay. Old trails turned to dust, gravel roads led astray. Where once we lay 'neath stars, now lies empty space, an old worn saddle and no trace of her grace. That cold morning when she walked away, took the warmth of the sun, left my world in disarray. Now every sunset bleeds into a lonesome shade, faint memories linger like the promises we made. On a quiet night, the wind whispers truths in the solitude. I confront my youth, love's a fleeting shadow on a high plains drift, a ghost in the cabin where my heart once sifted. So that cold morning keeps walking away. Each step she took, time steals a bit more each day. And I'm left holding on to a breeze, a faint perfume under the endless sky, where our loved ones bloom. Now she's just a memory that walked away, leaving echoes in the wind, and my heart led astray. Out by the ridge, where the old oak weeps, your scarf still dances on a breeze so sweet. We carved our names under stars so deep, where the lonely fire sleeps. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains, where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight, my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. porch still creaks from our last goodbye. The saddle's dusty, no more rides. Gravel roads stretch neath endless skies. Memories fade where old love lies. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains, where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight, my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. Rain washes old trails, but not the pain. Dust settles, but your scent remains. In every sunset, your shadow creeps through empty cabins where my sorrow seeps. So I'll sing to the stars about a love that was deep, in a town too small for secrets to keep. Forever wandering, a soul that never sleeps, dreaming by the ruins where the lonely fire sleeps. Yes, I'm lost in the quiet where the lonely fire sleeps.
In the shadow of a weathered oak, where the creek bends low and wide, I dropped my hat, a piece of her, beneath that endless sky. It danced with dust on gravel roads where our laughter used to lay. Now just a whispers with the tumbleweeds in the valley of decay. And that old hat walked away like summer rain through thirsty ground, left me standing heart in hand in this ghost of a prairie town. The sunset bleeds the same old red, but colder blows the wind since that hat walked away with her. Won't see her smile again. The porch still groans under my boots like it did when she was near, echoing around this empty room the songs we can't hear. Her scarf still hangs upon the door, but the scent's been washed by time, just like the trails we rode together, now lost to pines and rime. That old hat walked away with dreams woven into its brim, left me with these aching hands and eyes that grow dim. Nights stretch longer down these roads where once we rode so free, since that hat walked away with her, took all my dreams with me. Underneath that vast old sky where stars watch and know, I reckon hearts are made to break and broken hearts to grow. But mine's just wandering lost and cold, a shadow man on a moonlit ridge, walking a path of memories alone beneath the bridge. Yes, that hat walked away like her steps fading in the hall, each echo a reminder of a past I can't recall. So I'll saddle up and ride away beneath these aching skies, while that hat keeps walking away with her under these lonesome cries. The wind picks up the dust it swirls sunset paints it all, a scene of silent solitude where memories and sorrow sprawl. Yet in this heart she rides still, across lands both wild and free, that had walked away with my love, left the rest to me. Down by the bend where the wildflowers grew, an old oak tree bearing scars deep and true. There an empty cabin sits where in years of sun, echoes of laughter where two hearts once spun. Oh, the porch still groans under ghostly weight, dust swirls where you danced, too cruel, too late. Saddle untouched, the reins lay in despair. Abandoned ranch lingers like the scent of your hair. Gravel roads whisper tales of boots long gone. In the twilight, shadows stretch and yawn. Once we chased dreams through these fading trails, now just empty chairs, old mails and rusted nails. Oh, the porch still groans under ghostly weight, dust swirls where you danced, too cruel, too late. Saddle untouched, the reins lay in despair. Abandoned ranch lingers like the scent of your hair. Under the vast prairie sky, I confess to the stars my regrets and that old blue dress. Rain may fall, cleansing my weary soul, but in this silent heart, your echo takes its toll. So I'll roam with the wind against my face, from the chapel to the bar, each forgotten place. Yet your memory binds like the cold earth clings to my boots, to my dreams, as the lone coyote sings. Abandoned ranch lingers, a whisper through the pines, in the heart of a cowboy where the past never truly dies.
Out in the shadow of the oak tree sprawl, where the wild wind whispers and old secrets call, there's a cabin standing worn by time's embrace. Each board and nail still holds your grace. Your scarf still dances on the porch rail worn, just like the day you left, and my heart was torn. Dust hides the paths where we used to roam, under starlit skies that once felt like home. Now each breeze that passes whispers your name in this silent prairie. It don't feel the same. Lost is the echo in my boots, soul tread, a cowboy's lone song where all words have fled.
Remember the rains, how they washed us clean on a great porch wood, our sleigh wipes serene. The seasons turn as they always do. The rivers ran dry and so did you. Now the gravel road bears no fresh tire track. Only memories fade, but they don't look back. Dust hides the trails where our laughter lay. Now just windswept silence day after day. Your absence a shadow that the sunset paints across empty fields and weathered fence gates. Love's just a whisper caught on the dust. A cowboy's heartbreak in a world unjust. Sometimes in the rain, a scent so sweet, a roses you love by the old oak seat. It's there I realize, despite time's theft, in the heart of the dust, your memory's kept. Dust hides the heartache, it whispers low in the wild lands where we used to go. Each sunset's a closing door of the past in the quiet town where shadows are cast. If letting go is the cowboy's way, why does this dust make me wish I'd stay? And so under these endless skies I ride with nothing but memories, riding side by side. And dust, it hides, oh dust, it hides.
In the shade of an old oak tree, where the earth holds secrets deep, we carved our names, young and free, on a heart as wide as the rolling sweet. Your scarf it danced a dusty red in the winds of that wild sacred land, where the porch creak neath the weight we tread, and our future lay like the grains of sand. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh into the arms of the aching sky. Your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars lit up your goodbye. I ride these trails, worn and bleak, with your memory, a treasure I seek in the fading light. Your voice still speaks, but it's just the silence so vast, so deep. Now the oak tree stands there all alone, its leaves whispering tales of the past. The names we etched now barely shown, like shadows that the sun has cast. That old cabin, our love sweet home, sits empty as time has willed. The gravel road once south to Rome, with the echo of our laughter still. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh into the arms of the aching sky. Your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars watched us say goodbye. Each dusty trail, each silent plea brings me back to you endlessly. In the twilight's glow, you're all I see, and I'm just a ghost in our memory. These hills hold the breath of your grace, and the rains fall like tears on my face. With each storm a bit more I erase, but never the pain of your empty space. So the sunset sinks with a heavy sigh beneath clouds like a no-weary lie. I'm riding on, though my heart can't deny. Part of me vanished vanished when you said goodbye. In the crimson fade, I bear the mark of love lost deep in the veil dark. With each setting sun, I embark towards tomorrow with your shadow in my heart.
Out by the creek where the cottonwoods grew, you wove a scarf, the sky was blue. I watched as the shadows danced on your face. Beneath an oak, our hearts found grace. The wind whispered through high saddle leather, promised us storms we'd weather together. But the storm says nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun sets so red and love ends in pain. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past. This old porch knows shadows cast, where laughter filled these empty halls. Now just echoes, boot falls. The cabin stands under twilight's embrace, a monument to your vanishing trace. And the storm says nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun sets so red and love ends in pain. On a road that's worn, under stars that still blink, I ride alone with too much time to think. Beneath the cool, moody glow of a moon hanging low, I'm learning to forgive what I can't let go. The storm says nothing, but I found my say. Trails fade out, but memories stay. I whisper to the wind, and the rain knows my name. Sunset still bleeding, but I cherish the flame. Yes, the storm says nothing, yet I've learned to pray for peace in the dust where my heart lays. In the shadow of the oak, beneath the wide blue sky, a wagon wheel rests silent where the scarves of lasses lie. Echoes of laughter under stars that now seem dim. This trail of dust and memories, it all leads back to him. The wagon remembers all those days now gone so far, as the evening calls the sunset and the night seeks out its star. Old porches creaking softly in the whisper of the wind. The wagon remembers love and the pain that dances in. Once rode the gravel pathways, now overgrown and lost. The weight of empty saddles and the lines that love has crossed. The rain washed away the footprints on the porch where she once stood. Only echoes fill the silence of the cabin and the wood. The wagon remembers, oh, those days now gone so far, as the evening calls the sunset and the night seeks out its star. Old porches creaking softly in the whisper of the wind. The wagon remembers love and the pain that dances in. A lone figure on the horizon where the earth meets dust and sky, holding on to a ghost of fragrance as the world slowly passes by. Tales spun in the twilight of what could and what might have been. The heart holds on to what the mind tries to forget. In the play of shadow and sin, the wagon remembers beneath the weight of stars above. Each creak a verse of lost love sung, each turn a twist of love. As the trail winds lonesome to where wild lands begin, the wagon carries memories in the silence, thick and thin.
Out where the oak trees whisper low beneath the vast unending skies, I found a worn-out leather saddle where my deepest heartache lies. By the creek where waters murmur, there's a scarf you left behind. Every thread a tale of summer when your hand was locked in mine. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, singing with the wild and free. But they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In the saddle haunts I linger, trapped in a love that time can't dawn. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. Years have rolled like thunder, rumbling over distant stormy hills. The old porch we danced upon, now silent, empty chills. The town once loud with laughter echoes with our whispered past. Gravel roads we roam together, now just pathways overgrown with grass. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the wild and free. But they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In the saddle haunts I linger, trapped in a love that time can't dawn. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. Underneath the vast prairie sky, let your memory dance. Rain washes over
second chance. Yet every cabin, every star tells a story of our plight. In the heart of every wilderness, I face the cold, lonely night. So the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the lost and free, carrying voices of yesterday, tying you forever to me. In the sad old haunts, I reckon some loves are ghosts we can't outrun. Every sunset's a reminder of the love I've never won.
Out on the edge where the wild oaks stand, I found a scarf blue as the deep night sky. On Lonesome Hill where our dreams ran free, beneath the boundless ever watchful eye. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, with the ghost of your whisper dancing in the wind. The sunset paints your absence in shade so deep, where the trail of our love grew cold and thin. The porch still creaks like it's calling out to shadows that sway where you once stood by. Rain taps the roof in a slow, sad rhythm, speaking of tears that an old sky cried. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, feeling the brush of your laughter, light as the breeze. Every star up above is a memory faded, caught in the branches of old oak trees. I've ridden past the echoes of our laughter, down gravel roads that know my silent plea. In the heart of the dust, where my tears fall, is the piece of my soul that you took from me. Yes, Lonesome Hill sleeps, and perhaps so should I, in the cradle of the valley where my heart lies low, letting go of the reins under the vast old sky, where the winds of yesterday softly blow. So ride on my sorrow, ride on through the night. Lonesome Hill sleeps, and I must learn to say goodbye.
Shadow of the oak tree, where the wild daisies grow, stands a house old of secrets, whispering soft and low. I walked its dusty halls, where our laughter used to blend
with a scarf you left behind, as if you'd come back again. Oh, the old house listened to the sound of our dreams. Now it echoes with silence, just like my heart it seems. Underneath the porch light, where you swore you'd never part, the old house listened closely to the breaking of my heart. Years have worn the saddle, trails have gone to seed, gravel roads forgotten like the warmth of your heat. Where the river bends under the weeping willow tree lies the ghost of your whisper, but you ain't there with me. Yes, the old house listened to the vows we could not keep. Now it shelters shadows in its heart where darkness creeps. Beside the cold fireplace where our fire used to burn bright, the old house listened closely through the lonely endless night. Out here where the wind howls, carrying your voice, I'm learning to live with my choices and the weight of this void. The sunset throws gold on paths you'll walk no more, and each step takes me further from the love we swore. And the old house listened as I whisper goodbye to the dreams we once built beneath this vast open sky. As the stars look down gently on the heartache we've sown, the old house keeps listening while I wander alone.
Out where the oak trees shadow old forgotten trails, I first saw her by the creek with her bucket pails, silver laughter in the wind, scarf dancing free underneath that willow tree. She smiled at me, her eyes like the flicker of a campfire's light, guiding my lonesome heart through the blackest night. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, like initials set in wood where the wild winds blow. Every sunset paints her face on the canvas sky, but it's her absence fills the plains where my memories lie. The years rolled like tumbleweeds past the porch where we stood. That old house now creaks with secrets of the wood. Saddle eyes dusty, my boots worn thin with Rome, the trails grown over where we once dreamed of home. Her scarf caught on a bramble, faded now and torn, whispers to the prairie grass of love forlorn. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, carved so deep no seasons can its mark console. And as the stars witness my heart's quiet plea, in every dusty sunset her smile's all I see. Her smile, oh her smile, carved eternally. In the town of Rye, under a weeping willow shade, I once swore love to a maiden fair. Her scarf of patch of crimson silk fluttered in the breeze like the wild heart of a colt, untamed, unaware. By the old oak tree, with carvings worn and deep, her laughter mingled with the rustling leaves, as sunsets painted lonesome shadows long and steep on those gravel roads where now my spirit grieves. Oh, Rye waits like an old porch swing, still echoing songs of boots on dusty boards. The wind carries whispers and the chill of a love lost like faded words unscored. Rye waits and the sun dips low, casting gold on paths where sorrow lies, and in my heart where no one else may go. Rye waits and never says goodbye. Now the willow's bowed, its tears are dry and dead, no crimson scarves dance upon the breeze. The oak tree stands, but forgotten is our pledge, and silence fills the void of missing melodies. The cabin by the brook lays empty, windows bare, where once our dreams like wildflowers grew. Now only echoes of our laughter split the air as I roam these roads, lost, bereft, unglued. Oh, Rye waits like an old porch swing, still echoing songs of boots on dusty boards. The wind carries whispers and the chill of a love lost like faded words unscored. Rye waits and the sun dips low, casting gold on paths where sorrow lies, and in my heart where no one else may go. Rye waits and never says goodbye. If whispers could be caught like falling rain, or memories held in the folds of a scarf, would the winds of Rye soothe this sweet pain, or would they just whisper of love's epitaph? Yes, Rye waits and I'm a shadow in the setting sun, a silhouette against the fading light of day. With every dusty sunset my heart comes undone, in the town of Rye where my old love lay. Oh, Rye waits, and I reckon I'll wait too, for a whisper on the wind or a sign in the quiet town where the willows weep and view. Rye waits, and I'm left behind. In the hush of dawn, by the old oak tree, where the scarves of mist untangle free, I recall her laugh wild like the creek, underneath that sky where the stars would speak. Her eyes a spark against the night, once burned so bright my lantern's light. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine underneath the moon's drunken shine. Now her whispers blend with the wind in this lonesome heart where her love had been. Every sunset paints her face across these skies in a lost embrace. The porch still creaks, but she's not there. Just empty chairs and strands of hair. The cabin stands on the edge of time. Her laughter's gone, no reason to rhyme. Through gravel roads and trails that fade, I'll walk alone in the bed we made. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine underneath the moon's drunken shine. Now her whispers blend with the wind in this lonesome heart where her love had been. Every sunset paints her face across these skies in a lost embrace. Was it the wild or the wanderlust that turned our love to just echoes in the dust? The road calls me, but I ache to stay in the memory where she didn't walk away. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine. Now I'm just a ghost left behind, yet the wind still wears her sweet perfume as I ride into the silver moon. Every sunset paints her face in the heart of the skies. Her eternal play. And though I roam a soul astray, part of me with her shadow walked away.
This ballad reaches into the depth of a cowboy's heart, telling a tale of love and loss, bound to the eternal landscapes that bear witness to his sorrow.
Out where the oak shadow leans lies a cabin framed in yesterday's sunbeams. My boots stirred the dust where we once danced, under stars whispering your name, my lost chance. And the dust listened as I called for your love gone astray. The wind's soft sigh carry your laughter away. On that old porch, time stands still, a silent witness to the echo of your footsteps, a heart's distress. Seasons turn the gravel road worn by rain. My scarf holds the scent of you, a fragrant pain. The saddle empty beside me rides a ghost of your smile down fading trails. Each mile a reminder, every lonely mile. The dust listened as I sang to the stars above, tales of a wild heart tamed by your love. In the quiet town where dreams like rivers flow, I wander with the shadows on streets the fabric of the land. You are every crease. With each sunset, the horizon bleeds and blends. My spirit calling to yours, where the earth ends. Yes, the dust listened, and it knows my fears. It's heard the secrets of my soul. Through the years on this long journey, where sorrow never dies, underneath these wide, aching skies, the dust still listens, and I am still alone, with the heartbeats missing from this weathered bone. In the silence after songs, where memories reside, I'll meet you where the land is wide, and memories.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, we carved our names in the bark, soft and low. And sunset painted stories on your gentle laughing face. Under that old oak tree, our quiet sacred place. But the oak tree fell apart just like the promises we made. Leaves turned to whispers, our summer shade now fades. The wind's a lonesome singer, the branches worn and sparse. Lost love's a melody beneath the stars so harsh. The years rolled like thunder across the plain so wide. Our path diverged in shadows, you left my side. That old porch still creaks with tales it yearns to tell, of dusty boots, forgotten roots, and rain that softly fell. The oak tree fell apart just like the dreams we knew, where once the earth held strong, now grows the bitter yew. The wind's a mournful caller through spaces left so vast. Each memory's a ghost from some forgotten past. On gravel roads I wander with a scarf you gave to me. It holds a scent of juniper and whispers of the sea. What's left is just the echo of the laughter we once shared. In the solace of the wilderness, I find that I'm still scared. Yes, the oak tree fell apart, and with it went my heart, scattered like the leaves in the autumn set apart. I'll sing beneath the moon, where once we danced till dawn, holding on to shadows long after you have gone. Dust rises, trails fade, I'm a silhouette, part of this land, a cowboy with an empty heart and a trembling hand. And as the sun dips low, I'll sing for you, my dear part, underneath the heavens where our old oak tree fell apart.
Out where the oak tree marks our names, burns, cuts deep like wildfire flames. Here in the whisper of the tall grass beds, your laughter echoes where the horizon ends. We carved our dreams in that old porch wood under stars, believing everything could. Wind burns like the tears we never cried. Lost words in the gust of prairie nights. My heart's wrapped tight in a dusty scarf's hold, in the saddle of sorrow through the land so cold. Wind burns and the memories just whirl, scattered like leaves in a long, lonesome swirl. Once the cabin smiled with candlelight. Now shadows curl in the corners of night. Gravel roads where we used to roam now lead my weary booster home alone. Rain taps softly on window pane glass in the rhythms of a time that's past. Wind burns like the tears we never cried. Lost words in the gust of prairie nights. My heart's wrapped tight in a dusty scarf's hole, in the saddle of sorrow through the land so cold. Wind burns and the memories just whirl, scattered like leaves in a long, lonesome swirl. So I whisper to the setting sun, forgive all the things we left undone in the twilight. Every shadow, no, we're just prisoners of the winds that blow. Wind burns the trails and I've yet to find fading tracks of the dreams left behind. But in the silence, there's a song that yearns for one more dance where the wind still burns. Yes, in the silence, there's a song that yearns for one last dance where the wind still burns. In the shade of an old oak tree, near a cabin weathered and worn, I found a scarf you left behind, now faded and torn. Underneath that creaking porch, where we'd watch the storms roll through, I recall the laughter fade as the wild prairie wind blew. Cracked frame shut the door on the love we couldn't save. I hear the echo of your steps as I walk through this silent grave. Sunset drips like candle wax, melts away each day before, leaving shadows in its wake where cracked frames shut the door. Those gravel roads we wandered, now overrun with thistles and sage. The trails we blazed have vanished like words lost on a page. I roam these empty valleys where dreams whisper through the trees, but the whisper turns to weeping in the chill of the evening breeze. Cracked frame shut the door on the love we couldn't save. I hear the echo of your steps as I walk through this silent grave. Sunset drips like candle wax, melts away each day before, leaving shadows in its wake where cracked frames shut the door. On the breath of the northern wind, I smell the rain-soaked earth, a fragrance of memories of tears and scattered mirth. Sometimes in the darkest night, when stars dare to implore, I see your smile in the moonlight, just like those times before. Cracked frames shut the door, whispers of what we knew. Every sunset a reminder of the love that once was true. Now I carry this weight alone through silent towns and lore, haunting every step I take where cracked frames shut the door. Yes, haunting every step I take where cracked frames shut the door.